For what values of k is the line k minus 3x minus 4 minus k squared times y plus k squared minus 7k plus 6 equals to 0 is parallel to the x-axis, parallel to the y-axis, and passing through the origin. Okay, we'll deal with each of the problem one by one. Let's begin with the first one, but before that we're going to rewrite the equation. So here we have the equation k minus 3 times x, then minus we have 4 minus k squared times y, and then we have the constant term which is given by k squared minus 7k plus 6 equals to 0. Now what we'll do, we're going to write it in the form y equals to m times x plus c. Now this is referred to as the slope-intercept form, where m is the slope of the line and c, this is going to be the y-intercept of the line. However, in our case, we don't need the y-intercept value. All we need here is the slope of the line. Okay, now that means we have 4 minus k squared times y. That's going to be equals to k minus 3 times x added to k squared minus 7k plus 6. Okay, now what we'll do, we're going to divide throughout with the coefficient of y, so that we get y equals to k minus 3 divided by 4 minus k squared. That's going to get multiplied to x added to, we have k squared minus 7k plus 6 all divided by 4 minus k squared. Now when we compare it with the slope-intercept form of the line, so we have the slope. So we have the slope of this line, which is denoted by m, that comes out to be equals to k minus 3 divided by 4 minus k squared. Okay, so we'll begin from here. So we have obtained the slope of this line. Now let's apply the first condition when the slope is parallel to the x-axis. Number one, what does it mean when we say that the slope of a line is parallel to the x-axis, Now, if the slope is parallel to the x-axis, this simply means that m must be equals to 0. That's because the tangent of the angle that the line makes with the x-axis, that is 0. So tangent of 0, that's equals to 0 as well. In other words, what we have here is k minus 3 divided by 4 minus k squared, that's going to be equals to 0. So cross multiplying and solving for k, we get k equals to 3. So that means when the slope is parallel to the x-axis, then the value of k comes out to be equals to 3. Okay, let's go to the second part, where we have to find out the value of k with the condition that the line is parallel to the y-axis. So whenever we have a straight line parallel to the y-axis, this simply means that the reciprocal of the slope of that line, that is going to be equals to 0. Now we already have defined the slope of m. So if we take the reciprocal of the slope, that comes out to be, we have 4 minus k squared divided by k minus 3, that's going to be equals to 0. So when we solve for the value of k, so k comes out to be plus or minus 2. Now this is the value of k for which the line is going to be parallel to the y-axis. Okay, and then finally we go to the third part. We have to check the value of k such that the line is going to pass through the origin. So that means we need to find out the value of k such that this particular line passes through the origin. Now passes through the origin means the point 0, 0 is going to lie on this line. In other words, the point must satisfy the equation of the line. So what we have here is k minus 3. Now in place of x, we're going to replace with it the x coordinate value, that's 0. Minus, we have 4 minus k squared times y. The y value, that's 0 as well. Plus, we have k squared minus 7k plus 6 equals to 0. So that finally leaves us with k squared minus 7k plus 6 equals to 0. So when we factorize it, we are going to get k minus 1 times k minus 6 equals to 0. So solving for k, we get two values, k equals to 1 or 6. For these two values of k, 1 and 6, the line which is given to us, this is going to pass through the origin.